YouTube. Go live. Let's go. Here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your good boy, good old JR, Juan. Whatever you want, man. We're just happy that you're tuned in. I got my brother here, Brandon, has been showing me now for 2 weeks, 5 weeks now. All right, 5 weeks. This is our fifth one. We're gonna do our weekly picks like we always do every Wednesday. So please tune in. It's a lot of fun. Brandon, I want to ask you, are you okay, man? You all right?
I'm going through the emotions. Listen, I'm not particularly happy because this thing before we got Bradley Roby from the Texans, we actually asked the Patriots for Stephon Gilmore, and they said no, and they just traded him for a 6th rounder, or maybe he didn't want to come. I don't know. I don't know if he had no trade clause. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going through the motions. It's cool. It's understandable.
Okay. I just want to make sure because CJ Henderson last week, Stephon Gilmore next week.
At the end of the day, Carolina's offensive line still sucks, and Christian McCaffrey is not
Hey,
healthy.
who knows? Maybe they'll get Jalen Ramsey next week too. I
Hey,
don't
don't
know.
do that. Hey, we're not starting this. We're not starting this trend of
I'm
like
starting a
get Aaron
trend.
Donald. Let's just get Aaron Donald out of nowhere. Let's just figure out a way to get Aaron Donald. Like, don't do this. That was what Tampa did all last year. Now it's Carolina this year. I see you in
All
NFL.
DB. I'm running a campaign. All DBs to Carolina 2021, man. All
I see
DBs go
you in
to
NFL
Carolina.
trying to hurt my team. I see you.
But man, it is week 5. I can't believe we're already here. The first quarter of the season's done.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the second part of the season. Halfway. Let's do this. You ready to rock and roll?
Let's
Get
do
your
it.
picks? Okay. Well, we got an exciting one tomorrow. NFC West Showdown. Okay. We got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams suffering their first defeat of the season last week at the hands of the undefeated Arizona Cardinals, who are now in first place of the NFC West.
By the way, I picked Arizona.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I give you props. Taking on the now 2-2 Seattle Seahawks. They pulled it out in San Francisco. They pulled it out of Santa Clara. Sure, it could have been the injury to Jimmy G, whatever you want to call it, but it happens. Now Trey Lance is going to get the start. So we'll talk about San Francisco a little bit later, but Seattle came through. They beat the 49ers at Santa Clara. And yeah, this is it now. So now we got an NFC West showdown where the Rams could be caught again in the division that they need to win in order, not, I wouldn't say to kind of uphold the expectations, but kind of like, hey, man, on paper, I get it's a tough division, but you should be able to handle these guys. So I'm just going to get this out of the way. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one. I'm going to go with the Rams. I just think that, hey, man, they suffered. Their emotions were high. They're going to get back to seriousness. And it's Seattle. I mean, it's still the Rams defense against the Seattle's offensive line. And if Russell Wilson can't get going, which they shown, which San Francisco showed early, like, hey, you put him down quick, this team's got nothing. But that's like any other team. But at the same time, it's like, hey, it is what it is. But I'm going to go with the Rams on this one. I think they find a way to take one away at Seattle.
I'm going Rams too. The reason why I'm going with the Rams is because you said, is the Rams defense still going to get Seattle's offense? Well, it's still Seattle's defense going to get the Rams offense. And that's kind of where I kind of give the huge swing to the Rams. Look, Seattle played against a rookie last week. Like, we didn't expect Trey Lance to play. I don't even think he expected to play.
I don't think nobody did.
like you didn't expect that. So you got lucky. And to be honest with you, did you really get lucky? Because you still let them score 21 points. I really don't. Yeah. I really can't say you got lucky with that either. I don't trust Seattle. I picked them on when we did the divisions. I picked them forward. I thought they would be forward because I just don't trust that offensive line, and I really don't trust that defense. And I think that the Rams have shown us that they can score, and they can score fast. And Aaron Donald is a coming. So yeah. I don't know, man. I just think I think the Rams got it. I just think the Rams. And plus, they just got embarrassed at home with everybody watching. It's a problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, so I don't think there's a surprise there. I think we both go Rams. So let's go to the first London game, which thank God it is at 6:30 in the morning because I will still be asleep when this game is happening, and it's gonna be the Jets and the Falcons. Look, I don't really want to get too much into this game because it's the Jets finally got they both got their first wins, beating the. I hate to break it to you again, they beat the Falcons beat the Saints, or I'm sorry,
Probably the Giants.
or the something like that. It was weird.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Jets beat the Titans, and the Falcons got. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It was weird for everybody that week.
Yeah.
It was weird. I'm gonna go with the Falcons here because it's the Jets. I mean, Tennessee should be embarrassed. Like, there's always a rule. Like, if you lose to teams like this, you should not make the playoffs. The Titans should forfeit the rest of the year because of losing to the Jets. I am sure you talk to any casual, they cannot name you another player other than Zach Wilson on that team. So give me the Falcons because they're just that much better of a team. So there it is.
Wow, we split already. Wow, that's crazy. I got the Jets.
Ugh.
I got the Jets. I know it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
Unlike Atlanta, I think the Jets actually might keep a little bit momentum. It's like I think not being in America might actually help the Jets. I don't know. It might actually help.
The same could be the same for Atlanta. I mean,
Yeah, but listen, I don't trust Atlanta. I really don't trust Atlanta.
I don't know. I can't
I
trust
don't trust neither one of these teams. But if I got to,
and that's the thing. It's in London, so this can go really, really good or really, really bad. So
I think this is gonna be like the first London game we ever saw. The Giants and the Dolphins. Just a lot of sloppy play. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. People just looking around like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's gonna be a lot of sloppy play. I think the Jets will figure it out at the end. I just got the Jets.
how about the Falcons? Because this is one of those games. I mean, we're so lucky in America that it's at 6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Because I will not be awake.
I probably won't even watch it. I probably wake up and be like, wait, it was a game on? That's probably what.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and it's like, all right, got to get ready for that Raider tailgate. Cool. All right, time to go. Oh, game's over. All right, whatever. So, all right, you got the Jets, you got the Falcons. This is a very weird situation. And like I said, it's in London, so whatever. At this point, it's whatever to me. So, next game, however, this is kind of important for both teams. The Broncos versus the Steelers. I say important because, yes, Teddy Bridgewater is hurt. He's pushing to come back to start, which we all can admit he's the better choice at quarterback for Denver than Drew Lock right now.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they're kind of already crumbling. And the comments that Juju already made, with it being, little problems in the wide receiver room, and he flat out said it's a Ben problem. 5 weeks into the season, and this team's already crumbling. And by the way, there was at one point Chase Claypool texted, losing, never heard of her. Ever since he tweeted that, they are now 6-8. So I'm going to go with the Broncos here. I'm going to go with the Broncos. Would it shock me if the Steelers win? No, but it's just, dude, I don't trust that offensive line. I don't. It's bad. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, I could probably name you some worse offensive line units out there. The Steelers are up there. They're up there. I mean, it's just all around. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. And with the Broncos losing to Baltimore like that, they got a good taste, or they got punched in the mouth. I don't think it's gonna happen to them again. Even with Drew Lock under center, he's still at this point a better quarterback than Ben. And I think the Denvers are a more complete team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. So give me the Denver Broncos over the Steelers here.
I chose Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
But I'm actually going to go Denver.
So who'd you pick?
I'm going Denver. I put Pittsburgh. I'm going Denver though, because it's just like I try to hype myself up to pick Pittsburgh. I'm like, they're gonna be at home. They're gonna figure out a way. They talk about Big Ben. This is finally his week. He's gonna wake up, and I'm like, but who the hell's gonna block Von Miller? I was just like, who's gonna block Von Miller? I'm like, I know Patrick Surtain might not play at all, but who's gonna get the jam ball if Big Ben's on the damn back all day? It's not really that easy. Like, yeah, I don't think the game plan is very simple for Drew Lock. Dude, just don't overthrow the ball. We got Melvin Gordon. Just run.
We got Javonte Williams. We good.
Just control clock. And if you don't know what to do, just throw it to Noah Fant and let him do whatever he needs to do.
Check downs are your friend, my man. So yeah, okay. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's just Pittsburgh. It's just
yeah. I
mean, look, with the turmoil with the wide receiver room already, and then Juju already doing his thing. Remember, Juju turned down $14 million to go back to Pittsburgh. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Oh, God, I don't know. That's stressful.
Yeah, that to me, it's like, yeah, I think so. We both got Broncos in this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lions, Vikings. Oh, yeah. Detroit, man. They fight, man. They're going to get it. It's not going to be this week, though, Minnesota. Listen, man, I love the Lions, man. I do love the Lions. It's just, man, if there was ever an opportunity to get your first win, it was last week, man. And they didn't do it, and now they are losing players left and right. It's looking pretty rough. It's looking pretty rough out there. So, again, I'm gonna go with Minnesota in this one. I just think Minnesota is just too good to blow this opportunity. So
I would. Oh man, I'm going Minnesota, but it's just like I'm the same.
I'm not gonna say, but I'm not saying that Minnesota's gonna win outright, but it's like Detroit's just gonna find a way to lose it again, and it's like, oh,
that. Like I feel more so like. But Minnesota could do the same damn thing. They could just find a way to lose it, too. So I'm going Minnesota because they're home. That's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Here's a good game for you. Your New Orleans Saints have to take on the Washington football team. Your offense, your team is like a roller coaster. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And the defense for Washington has been underwhelming. Third worst defense in the NFL. Third worst. And that's bad. With the names you got at the front, and you're telling me you're the third worst? That's not good. Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera better put a plan together, and Sean Payton better figure it the hell out. I mean, you got Alvin Kamara. You might as well utilize him more than you're really not. You got to utilize him. You got to get pressure. It seems like when Kamara goes off, the pressure gets off Jameis right away. So I know Sean Payton's a way better play caller than that. But I think this is it. I'm going to give Washington one more shot. I think this is where Washington's defense finally has a coming out party. And I'm going to go with Washington over the Saints this week.
I feel like every time I pick the Saints, they lose. I picked them twice, and they lost. And then when I don't pick them, they win. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. So I'm like, you want me to give myself one more chance? And I would have picked the Saints. The reason why is like
2-3.
I hope not. God, I don't think my family will ever talk to me. But anyway, I think the Saints defensively, Dennis Allen, like this rookie cornerback, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he is better on physical receivers or if he's better on fast receivers. Because if it's fast receivers, he didn't look like it last week. He got torched.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney ate him up.
They torched him every time. And then when they did put him on like Galladay, he actually
He
did
looked fine.
Yeah,
He
he
looked
did
fine.
okay. And then when he played Green Bay, he was on Martez Scanlon for most of the game. Scanlon's not fast. He's just a physical receiver. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. Because you put him on DJ Moore in the Carolina game, he got torched. It's like, well, what is it? Like, what?
But here's the thing, though. DJ Moore can do that to any corner.
Yeah.
DJ Moore is good. DJ Moore is just a good all-around balanced wide receiver.
He's like a Tyler Lockett. A little bigger than Tyler Lockett.
It's like, dude, like he's not the biggest, but he plays big. He's not the fastest, but he's got speed.
He's got speed. Yeah.
He doesn't have like the prettiest catches, but he'll catch them. And that's DJ Moore. And it's like, yeah, I want a wide receiver like that too.
I'm trying to think, like, because we played Washington, and I know Marshawn Lattimore is going to pretty much go wherever Terry McLaurin is going. So I don't really know who else Washington has as receivers outside of that.
Well, they brought Curtis Samuel back, so he's back in the fold.
But that's more so. That's going to probably be more so Gardner Johnson than anybody. So I don't know. I think.
And then you got to also put in the factor as well. Antonio Gibson, he's an all-purpose back, catch, run. You know, it's.
Yeah.
I think the reason I'm going Washington in this is because they're at home, and it's just with the Saints. If they were a little bit more consistent, I would have gone Saints. But it's like we'll see. We'll see.
I'm going Saints because
I can't trust. You can't trust the defense for Washington.
I can't trust the defense for Washington.
Yeah, it's weird. This is going to be one of those games where these two teams are going to look back and be like, man, an opportunity to turn our season around, and we blew it. This is the game. I feel like I know it's early, but I feel like this is the game where both Saints and Washington's going to look back and be like, man, we fucked up by losing this game.
It is the two most inconsistent things for us are going to kick in. The Saints offense or Washington's defense. Who's going to win it? Because that's pretty much what it comes down to.
And we're going to keep our eyes on it. So
wake the hell up, or will Washington's defense wake the hell up? Who knows? I'm going to New Orleans because of this.
Okay. Now, these are going to be games that are going to go very quick. Patriots, Texans.
Patriots.
Okay, yeah. Look, Deshaun's gone. Deshaun's gone. Mac Jones is coming into his own. And
it's Bill Belichick versus a third-round rookie quarterback. It's clearly written in the stars he's going to win this game.
So, yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. Bill Belichick loves those rookie quarterbacks. So, yeah, give me the Patriots. Next, we got the Dolphins taking on the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers signed Richard Sherman last week. He did play. He's going to start again. There was rumor that Stephon Gilmore was actually heading that way as well, but they last-minute plug. Carolina did the trade, so he is now a Panther. Didn't matter. I still got the Buccaneers over the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins they're going to get overpowered really, really quick, and especially with that offensive line that Miami has, Buccaneers should be able to take this game. That defense, as bad as that secondary is, and now with Will Fuller gone for 3 weeks again, Devontae Parker is really their only option with Gesicki, and the running game has been atrocious. Give me the Buccaneers over the Miami Dolphins.
I got Miami.
Oh, here we go.
got
Miami.
I have Miami.
Why do you have Miami? How did you – in what world did you look at and say, I like it? Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I chose Miami because I saw what Bill Belichick did last week. And Brian Flores knows Tom Brady too. And he did him very well. And he beat him before. So I think even with all those problems, I got Miami. Because I think Brian Flores will confuse the living hell out of Tom Brady. And you still don't have Rob Gronkowski. And I don't know, man. I don't. I mean, Leonard Fournette's gonna do what he does, kind of. But I trust Miami's defense way more than I trust Tampa Bay's.
All right. I mean, I just don't see it. I know I get it. Brian Flores might know, but it's like, dude, you still got to put a team together. And right now, where we're sitting at, we can say that the Patriots team looks a little bit better than Miami team.
But I trust Jacoby Brissett way more than Mac Jones.
Yeah, but it's like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I got Miami.
Yeah, that's true too. But give me the Buccaneers. Just give me the Buccaneers on this one, and we'll see what happens.
We will.
I mean, the good thing is that they don't have to travel very far. I mean, it's only a 2-hour drive, so it's all good. They can't say we're jet lagged. No, man, nah, can't say that.
Really
So
can't.
next game, we got a couple 3-1 teams, huh? All right, how about that? 2 teams that are 3-1. Got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, huh? Both leading their division as of right now. They have the upper hands because of the division standings and everything and points. Both 3-1. Both look really good. Okay, let's cut the BS. Give me the Green Bay Packers on this one. Listen, I love what Cincinnati's building over there. I love the defense they're building over there. Jesse Bates, Jermaine Pratt, Wilson, Larry, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, the defensive tackle, Obunaji. They're building something in Cincinnati. They're building something. And look, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins when he's healthy, Tyler Boyd, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon. The Cincinnati Bengals are building something. They're building a franchise right. Jacksonville, that's how you take notes. Anyway.
Yeah.
My thing is, and I believe in Zach Taylor, it's the Green Bay Packers, though. They just signed Jalen Smith today. Jalen Smith is the luckiest guy in America. He got fired and picked up 3 hours later. It's like
he got fired last night, kind
of. And this just shows you how incompetent Mike McCarthy is. They put him as a team captain on Sunday's game against the Panthers. 3 days later, they let him go. That's Mike McCarthy. That's all you need to know about Mike McCarthy.
That's Jerry
But
Jones.
anyway, the Packers get linebacker help, which they need. Okay, Jalen Smith is going to come. I'm not saying he's better than Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith, but he's still a good football player. Okay, he's still a really good football player. He might not be what he once was, but he's still really good at his job. And even then, I'm still going to take Green Bay over Cincinnati just due to the fact that, look, man, Aaron Rodgers is actually playing pretty good. He's finding his groove now. And the Packers team, I think, is just a little bit better than Cincinnati. Cincinnati's probably going to give them a fight, but in the end, I'm going to go with Green Bay over Cincinnati.
I'm going Cincinnati.
Oh, here we go. Man, we are splitting today. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this.
I am going Cincinnati. Reason why is because Zadarius Smith is out.
Yeah.
He's out.
Oh, yeah, he's out.
And here's the thing. How fast is Jalen Smith going to be up to par with their defense?
Yeah, I get it. But, I mean, Jalen Smith he's a pretty smart football player.
I like Stokes, the rookie corner. I like him. But who is he getting matched up on? Because Cincinnati has a lot of weapons. So who is he getting matched up on?
And I forgot to mention one more player from Cincinnati, the tight end, C.J. Uzomah. I forget how do you say it.
Uzomah.
Because however you want to say it. Yeah. I do not want to butcher that last name. So, and like I said, and I'm not knocking on the Bengals. I think they're going to give Green Bay a fight. It's just, who do you trust more? Do you trust if it came down to the final 2 minutes? Do you trust Joe?
I'm not going to tell you that Joe Burrow would outplay Aaron Rodgers. That's not what I'm saying. But we're talking about a team game.
Oh, of course.
Cincinnati. Yes, Green Bay is coming in, but Green Bay still hasn't sold me. I just don't think that. You don't tell me what happened during the offseason just fades away because you won 3 games.
No, that's forever.
This is still the final season for these guys. And as far as I'm concerned, that final season is finally about to get really shocked again because they're about to go to Cincinnati and get rocked again. And it's not going to be pretty. So
we'll look into that. And like I said, I expect this to be a close game. And
I expect it to be a close game.
It would surprise me if Cincinnati can pull it. Because if Cincinnati can pull this off, then hey, everybody needs to take that tag off if Cincinnati's for real. Then at this point, it's like, nah, they're for real.
Really. Yeah.
And Cleveland, Baltimore, watch out. Because if these guys can beat the Packers, then we got a real team on our hands.
People are going to be like, the way they came back against Jacksonville, they're going to be like, well, it was Jacksonville. It's still the way you came back against Jacksonville. That last. That is.
Now, I will say this, though. Jacksonville's incompetence to run a proper offense is what cost them. You remember that one play where Trevor Lawrence ran it in? It was actually supposed to be an outside run for James Robinson, and he had open grass. Just saying. The incompetence of the offense of Jacksonville is what killed them on Thursday night. But we'll see what happens when they have to play Green Bay, and I hope this is a good game.
I do too.
This is one game I would definitely love to tune into. So here we go. Next game, we got the Eagles taking on the Panthers. The Eagles getting embarrassed. They just
– I mean, not like Monday Night Football when they just got absolutely ran out the house. Like, that was embarrassing. They actually put up a fight against Kansas City.
They did, but it was just like embarrassing that it's like, dude, you had it right there, and then you gave it up at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that's embarrassing. Taking on the Panthers, who they got embarrassed by Dallas. I mean, it was no surprise. They'd happen. Same things happened to the Eagles. Look, I think Jalen Hurts is the perfect quarterback for Philadelphia.
I do too.
I think Jalen Hurts is doing everything he can, and I think he deserves one more shot next year if he keeps playing the way he's playing. I think he deserved that much. But let's talk about Carolina, though. Is it safe to say that Carolina possibly might have a top 5 defense? Is it safe to say that? They're leading the league in sacks already with 15. 4 games in. They got some turnovers. They're up there and stopping the run and stopping the pass. You know, last week they just run into a bugaboo against the Cowboys, who has every weapon that you can imagine. I think Carolina bounces back, and I think they get the Eagles. I think the Panthers move to 4-1, and the Eagles fall to 1-4. I just think the Panthers are just a little bit better than the Eagles right now.
Okay, so I had to think about it. I was like, Carolina's defense or Philly's defense? I was like, Philly's O-line or Carolina's O-line? And I was like, okay, clearly Carolina's going to win this game. Now, I was like, okay, clearly Carolina's going to win this game. Reason why is because I like Jalen Hurts too. I think he deserves another shot. I think he deserves I don't know. I don't know what the hell is up with the Zach Ertz situation. Like, is he freaking playing? Is he not? Like, are you going to trade him?
Everybody wants to talk about the Aaron Rodgers thing. That's almost there. Like, that's been there.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I don't know if he's playing, if he's
because
not.
It's like Zach Ertz knows. He knows now. It's like, okay, I'm the backup to Dallas Goedert.
Clearly.
And it's like, why do I want to be here if you don't believe me no more? Especially with a player of my status who's been there, done that. You would think they would have, like, now, kudos that they were able to work it out. But that just kind of shows you, hey, man, that's kind of your trade market. So you're probably going to have to wait until you're a free agent, man. And again, either way you go, you might have to be second fiddle again.
Yeah.
But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. But, I mean, because I was then thinking, like, who else is a weapon outside of Jalen Hurts himself for Philly? Nobody.
Devontae Smith can come into his own.
I mean, he's coming into his own, but they're going to pretty much cover him. So it's
because if you don't, then he's going to run all over you.
So it's like, I clearly think Sam Darnold is a little bit better because he has more weapons than Jalen Hurts does. So that's why I'm going with Carolina too.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I think in different circumstances, this would be a good game. I just think because of the way they're going to rebuild the Eagles and the Panthers kind of going all in, it just seems like a mismatch.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. Look, this is a game that we should not be getting more into it than 5 minutes, but unfortunately it's going to go over that because of the circumstances. Titans, Jaguars.
I think we have to go deep into the circumstances. I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Listen, you could have not asked for 2 teams that had a worse week 4. The Tennessee Titans lost to the no-name Jets. Other than Zach Wilson, who else was on that team? Other than Corey Davis, who else was on that team?
Good God, I don't know. I don't even know the running back. That's how bad this is. I don't even know who the hell the running back is.
Well, I think it's the rookie, but it's like again.
I don't know.
The Titans lost to the no-name. And here's the thing with Titan fans. If your excuse is, well, we didn't have AJ and Julio,
That's worse.
it's the Jets.
That's worse.
It's the Jets. The Jets, Brandon. The Jets, okay? It's I can't do this. I can't do this. It's the Jets, man. Oh, hold on. Okay, he said Smash is sending his picks in. Listen, and the Jaguars, they have their own issues. The Jaguars have their own issues, man. And it's not even on the football field. It's not even on the field.
Night.
And yes, Steve, me and Brandon, we did pick the Rams to beat the Seahawks tomorrow on Thursday Night Football.
Not yet. Jacksonville doesn't have problems on the field yet. It's coming.
Oh, no. They do.
Oh, it's
Off the field, they have worse problems. So they have a coach who got on the team plane and said, hey, I want you guys to take it easy. Accountability. Watch out for each other. Don't do anything stupid. Gets off the plane, gets on another plane to go to Columbus, Ohio. All this is happening. I'm gonna pick the Titans in this game. I'm gonna pick the Titans only because
believe you would do that. I can't
look
that you would do that.
Urban Meyer has to leave. He has to go. I'm sorry. I'm not one to call a man to lose his job or wish bad on another person to lose his job. You can't repair this if you're Urban Meyer. You know, and I'm watching First Take and Stephen A's over here. This is not a fireable offense. Oh, really? He lied to the franchise. He lied to his staff. He lied to his boss. Gets caught on video playing hanky-panky with, by the way, we do have a face now and a name. Cayman, Nebraska, a former Ohio State student now studying Columbus law. Okay? Between the ages of 21 and 25. And you're married and this video comes out. I'm sorry, dude. You got to go. You got to go. It's just, and now, did you see that video today of the Jacksonville Jaguars when they broke team practice today? You know what they said? Grind. Come on, man. You got to go. I'm sorry. I don't know what Shad Khan is waiting for. Urban Meyer's got to go. But I'm going to choose the Titans. If the Titans lose to the Jaguars, that's enough. That's enough. Everybody. I don't care if the Jaguars do win. Everybody needs to get fired. This whole staff on both teams needs to get fired. But I'm going to go with the Titans for this one.
I'm going to Titans so much, it's not even funny. It's like I'm not going with the Titans. But it's just like, I mean, just the stupidity of the Jacksonville Jaguars is amazing to me. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-boggling. I can't believe it. Like, are you that desperate to find a coach like that? Like, oh, my God. I don't get it.
Let me tell you the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me tell you how their 2021 went, okay? Here we go. Hold on. Let me make sure I got my Urban Meyer glasses on. Okay, here we go. January, they hired their first general manager for Urban Meyer. They had to release him because he is now under investigation by the NCAA and the FBI because of racist remarks that he did when he was the athletic director at Iowa. And so they mutually agreed that now was not the right time to be the general manager of Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, here we go. February, when they were doing the combine and during the draft process, talked to Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence wanted no business being a Jacksonville Jaguar. And this is facts. This is facts by Barstool Sports, okay? Okay, here's what happens. They get on there. Talk to him. Trevor Lawrence was this close to pulling an Eli Manning. He was this close to pulling a John Elway. I won't play. Okay. Months pass on. Draft happens. They call Trevor Lawrence 3 times. 3 times. Did not pick up once. Finally, the NFL Network camera came on at his house. Remember that shot where it was a little awkward when he answered the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew what happened. He got picked number 1. Now, behind the scenes, he told him, okay, Trevor, what are you thinking here at 25? If you're going to be our franchise guy, we kind of want you to be in. What are you thinking? Offensive lineman. Don't care, but it better be online. What do? They draft a running back.
Draft his running back.
His friend, his buddy. You think he'd be happy? No, he wanted offensive lineman. Fast forward in the following month. He goes into Urban Meyer's office and tells him, hey, I'm going to Vegas for my bachelor party. Urban Meyer gives him the spiel. Well, just be careful and don't do anything stupid. The irony is real in this. First practice of Jacksonville, Miles Jack and him behind closed doors have problems. Go figure. Because of a bad play, and Urban Meyer went unhinged, talking to them like they were college kids again. Fast forward to now, hanky-panky with a former Ohio State student. All I'm saying is Urban Meyer has to go. I don't know why he still hasn't. And today, after practice, the Jaguars broke the team huddle by saying grind. Understand the concept and the just understand what they mean by that. They're done with Urban. The players are done. The organization is done with Urban Meyer.
They said he apologized and everything's good. I don't believe that shit, but they said it. I don't believe
Well,
it.
and I also forgot to mention, they brought back a player who's been out of the league for 6 years and tried him out at tight end.
That was his favorite college player. Let's be real. His favorite.
Urban Meyer has had I think Urban Meyer is the only one that had the worst luck with tight ends in the history of his life. Aaron Hernandez, Tim Tebow, and now this lady at the bar. Because it was a nice end. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a very nice end. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Titans in this game because yeah, I think the Jaguars are done, and I think they're just packing it in. We possibly might see an 0-17 team.
I've been said that. I said that to you. I said, watch Jacksonville and Houston go 0-17 this year. I said, one of these teams is not going to make it. One of these teams is just not going to make it. It's just too much. Yeah, I got Tennessee, man. Tennessee's problems is just help and a very bad defense. But they don't have an entire staff and team players that's about to quit on their head coach. So
yeah, so
good luck.
So it's over, man. It's over. Next up, I think for me, this is my game of the week. Browns, Chargers. This game it's going to be a very tight-knit game. They both have the defenses to get the job done. They both have the offenses to score at any given moment. And they have the special teams to help them out to get them out of sticky situations. In a game like this, with Odell Beckham Jr. not, with the rumor mills coming around again, he's not happy again. And I think the Browns just look better without him anyway.
Yep.
Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers on this one because I think I've been saying this for a while now. Nobody wanted to believe me. The Chargers are for real. The Chargers are for real. And I think they're going to be as close to competing with Kansas City for that division than what people give them credit for. Give me the Chargers over the Browns.
We both chose the Chargers to be second in the division. I don't think they're going to be second. I think they're actually now going to be first. I do. And this is one of those reasons because they're gonna beat the Browns. I got the Chargers too. I trust Justin Herbert way more than Baker Mayfield. I trust the Chargers offensive line, which is kind of like a toss up because both all lines are really good. But I think I think Joe Bosa is gonna get to Baker Mayfield way more than Myles Garrett is gonna get to Justin Herbert.
Yeah, and like I said, it should be a great game.
It's gonna be a great game. Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be a great game, and I think anybody that's going to go to that game should just enjoy it.
And
They're
I
going to
think
see a really good game.
If I was Cleveland, I would just run the ball. I would try to control clock. I would try to unscrew the clock as much as I could.
And the thing about it is, not only people are saying this, the Chargers can get to the quarterback, but they are actually one of the worst run defending teams out there. So, I mean, you got Kareem Hunt, you got Nick Chubb. But the thing is, they had to do the same thing against the Kansas City, and they blew that too. So it's just, do I trust their play calling in those situations? I don't know.
Well, maybe they learn from their mistakes. I don't know.
We hope, but that's going to be a good game. To me, I think that's my game of the week is the Browns versus the Chargers. I love to see how that's going to end up. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, so Matt Nagy came out today. He has said it. Justin Fields is the starting quarterback for the remainder of the year. Oh my God. It took him 5 weeks to figure this out. It took Matt Nagy 5 weeks to figure this out. That, you know what? Maybe Justin Fields is better than Andy Dalton and Nick Foles combined.
What? We didn't know that. I really never knew that. I didn't even know that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. Okay. Matt Nagy announced that Justin Fields is now the starter. Unfortunately, he has to go without David Montgomery 4 to 5 weeks. That is a big blow to their offense. David Montgomery,
massive.
Say what you want about him. He might not be a fantasy god, but football player is what he is, and he's as good as a football player all around as a next back in the NFL.
He's been that way since Iowa State.
I mean, say what you want about David Montgomery. The dude's a beast. The dude's a man. And I think Chicago's going to miss him dearly. Because Chicago really banked on that. Great defense with an amazing running game. Now with David Montgomery out, it's going to be interesting to see how Chicago can overcome that. And that sucks. And I hope David Montgomery does come back sooner than that because he's very entertaining to watch. I'm actually kind of disappointed I won't be seeing him. I'll get to see Justin Fields, which is kind of cool, but now it's like, I kind of wanted to. I mean, I guess I can't have it all because I'm going to see Allen Robinson too. But at the same time, it's kind of like, David Montgomery, man. Like I'm sorry if I'm being greedy. It's just I don't have a lot. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. So I want to try to get everything as much as I can before I gotta go. It's just what it is. But there goes the Bears. The Raiders, they unfortunately suffered their first defeat on Monday night. They got to return back to Vegas on a short week against the Chicago Bears. And, everybody's going to talk about it all week, the return of the Mac and everything. But there's more to it than this game than Khalil Mack coming back to face John Gruden. There's more to it than that. Justin Fields, we'll see what he can do against this Raiders defense, who's actually pretty legit. They're actually pretty legit. I mean, I've seen the games already. I've been to the Baltimore, the Miami one, the Charger one, and I'm going to the Bears one. And I can tell you this much: all those games that I've been to, they're pretty freaking legit, man. The Raiders defense is actually pretty freaking good with Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, Solomon Thomas looks like the former number 2 overall pick that San Francisco wished they had. The linebackers are playing amazing, and it's just crazy to me, like night and day, what a competent defensive coordinator can do. And it's Gus Bradley of all people. Anyway, and look, I get it. The Raiders, yes, their Achilles heel is that offensive line. Okay, it's been like that. But sources have told me today they are switching some offensive linemen around for the better of the team. Because remember, for the Raiders, we keep saying it is playoffs or bust, or else nobody's coming back next year. So I'm going to do something that I have not done this whole season. I'm going to go with the Raiders over the Chicago Bears. That's right, Brandon. Rejoice, Mike. You've been waiting 5 weeks.
Oh,
5 weeks for a moment like this and a moment like that. I am taking the Las Vegas Raiders over the Chicago Bears because I think Justin Fields is going to do amazing, and I hope he has a long, good career and everything. And I know he will. I just think Chicago's offensive line is still kind of depleted. Matt Nagy has to do everything in his power to put him in the right situation. I just think the defensive line for the Las Vegas Raiders is way better than that Chicago offensive line, and I think they'll get to him, and I think the linebackers will cause a couple turnovers for our defensive backs to do some damage this week. So give me the Las Vegas Raiders. And I get it. The Bears have an amazing defense, but I just think in the end of it, it's going to be the same thing. I don't care how great your defense is. If your offense keeps going 3-and-out, which I expect the Bears to do, I think it'll be close. And then by the fourth, the Raiders should take it away. No overtime this week. That's another prediction. No overtime this week in Las Vegas. But yes, I am going Raiders over Chicago.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you. I can't believe you did this. And plus, it's going 5. You guys don't know how to go home after 4. You guys.
I got shit to do, man. Shit. I got shit to do. Like, I need the Raiders to finish this game in the fourth quarter because I got shit to do. I got to go home. I want to rest. I want to go home. I feel like Jaden Smith and freaking.
I want to go home.
Yeah. Karate Kid. I want to go home.
I want to go home.
I want to go home. Like, I just want to go.
Just want to go.
And I really do feel like Jaden Smith. It's like, okay, game's over. Put your jacket on. Oh, the game's not over? Okay, take your jacket off. Sit back down. Okay, stand up. Now it's over. Nope, sit back down. I feel like Jaden Smith, man. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Man, I joined you and your brother yesterday on y'all's show. And listen, man, I hope the Raiders are going to shuffle their offensive line because Alex Leatherwood will look like lunch meat to Khalil Mack, and that's not good for Derek Carr going forward. I think with David Montgomery being out, it does put a damper on Chicago.
It kills it for Chicago.
It puts a damper on Chicago. But here's the thing about this. This is where you see what Justin Fields really is made of. And I've been waiting to see what he's made of. And I think that this is going to be the worst time for the Raiders to see what he's made of because I think he's going to go off. And I think the Bears are going to win this game. I think
you're supposed to join me, man.
I know, man. I'm waiting for you to do this to join me. And then you just completely just switch me.
And like I said, who would have knew that he's a better quarterback than Andy Dalton and Nick Foles? Who freaking knew, right?
And all of the people, this is how crazy it is. I've been waiting for you to pick the Raiders, and I've been trying my hardest not to pick the Bears because I do not like Matt Nagy. Because how the hell do you not realize your offensive line is very bad? I need a statue for a quarterback, not just one, but two, not one, just but two. Like in a very super athletic quarterback that I know I got something with. He's not ready yet.
Here's the thing about Justin Fields. I think the trajectory for him is it's all pro. I mean, he looks the part.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks the part. And I get it. His numbers might not be amazing, but look what he really has to work with. His best reliable weapon is Allen freaking Robinson, and that dude is being double teamed every single time.
And I mean, Daniel Mooney got off.
And Daryl Mooney, he's gonna come into his own eventually. I'm not gonna say he's the next Tim Brown or Chris Carter, but homie can play.
He can play. He can fly.
You know who he kind of reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of Brandon Lloyd. You know, he's not the biggest dude, but he's got hands. And that was Brandon Lloyd. He was never the biggest dude, but dude had hands. So, I mean, I just think they need to give him more opportunities. That's just me, though. I think they need to give Daryl Mooney more opportunities to make the bigger plays.
It reminds me of Dante Stallworth.
Yeah.
Like he's not as fast, but he can get you what you need, and that's a good thing.
And that's all you need from him. And I just wish they give Daryl Mooney more chances as the season goes on because he deserves that much.
Yeah,
He's put in the work. And listen, there's one Chicago Bears player other than Mac, Roquan Smith, and all that that's getting no love from anybody. And I'm going to be the first one on the show to give him love. Jalen Johnson, the cornerback. That dude is awesome. And if he hasn't heard it from anybody, Jalen, you're going to be one of the better corners in this league. In 2 years, you will make your first All Pro, and you will be the best corner in the NFL. By far. Trayvon Diggs is nice. He ain't Jalen Johnson, though. Diggs just got those interceptions, but Jalen Johnson's got them coverage skills, boy. And I tell you what, he's going to be somebody in this league. And I hope he listens to us. I hope he's listening on this show because, Jalen, you deserve a raise today, my man. You deserve your contract extension today. But I'm still going to go with the Raiders over the Bears just because I just trust the Raiders offense just a little bit more than I do Chicago. Because Chicago's, it's weird because 1 week they're good, 1 week they're bad. It's like, I don't know what I'm getting. With the Raiders, at least I know it'll click eventually, and then they'll put up the yards.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with the Bears because I think eventually how much longer can the Raiders defense hold for their offense to get it going? Because the Raiders offense kind of they can just, like you just said, they can click at any moment and it just boom.
But they can't start off slow. I know, I see what you mean.
And that's what I'm saying. Like if they start off slow, how much longer can the Raiders defense, just like Monday, how much longer can the defense hold? Like
and listen, we can sit back and say, like, man, I can't believe the Raiders gave up 21. Dude, that was actually a good performance by the defense.
They only got a touchdown in the second half. That was only one touchdown they gave up in the second half. That's not bad.
So, I mean, say what you want. The Raiders defense, I guess I can say now, it's pretty legit. Okay, it's pretty nice. But we'll see. I'll be at the game, section 437. If you guys want to hang out, okay, I'll be there. Okay, you can talk all your shit to me. I'll be drunk anyway.
I got to ask you a question.
What's up, man?
That was a good question. What's up with y'all beating up these Charger fans at the damn game Monday?
That is not me.
That
is not me. Okay? That is not me. Okay? Listen, man, I don't know. They felt like they were at home. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. I feel bad. Charger fans deserve better.
Yeah.
They deserve a better situation than they are now. It's embarrassing. Let's see here. What's next game? Giants, Cowboys. I got the Cowboys. Do I need to explain myself why?
I got Cowboys too, and I don't need to explain either. I think the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to wreck the Giants like we should have, but we didn't. Let's move on. Move on.
Good win by the Giants last week. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen this week. Okay, we'll move on. Okay.
Good.
Here we go. San Francisco 49ers taking on the 4-0 Arizona Cardinals. The 49ers have now dropped their last two. They have to go with a rookie quarterback with Trey Lance, and Arizona is firing on all cylinders. Offense, defense, special teams, they're just firing it all. Now, you would think this would be a game Arizona should win. But we don't have enough film on Trey Lance.
I hear.
You hear upset?
I hear.
It ain't gonna be this week because I'm picking Arizona. I'm picking Arizona only due to the fact that it's Trey Lance. And Trey Lance is gonna get his first full game. It's not gonna be in spurts. It's not gonna be in series. It's not gonna be in plays, drives, whatever. 49ers are gonna get their first full look at Trey Lance. Trey Lance might look good, and then the 49ers don't need to win. Trey Lance just has to look good in order for the 49ers to say, we don't need Jimmy G no more. We do not need Jimmy G no more.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to look against Arizona because Arizona's defense is actually pretty legit.
Pretty good. Yeah.
And their offense is clicking. AJ Green looks like the AJ Green of Cincinnati in his prime.
Yep.
Christian Kirk is finally coming out as a good wide receiver.
Yep.
And D-Hop's D-Hop and the running game, it's a perfect combination of speed and power, and the offensive line is trying to do everything they can to make sure Kyler Murray is sitting upright. I know the 49er defense is going to give them hell. But I'm still going to go with Arizona over the 49ers on this one.
Yeah. I don't know if Murphy Jr. is gonna play number 7.
And that sucks because he's a vital part to that defense.
I don't know if
I get it. Buda Baker's the shit, but Murphy's
coming into his own. He is really coming into his own. He's got like 3 picks in like the last 2 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge blow. But and they're still trying to sell Jimmy G could play Sunday, but I don't, bro. You're not putting him on the field with a hamstring against, especially Arizona. Especially against Arizona of all teams. That's not a good idea.
Uncle P got on right now. He says Arizona's going to mop them.
I mean, I wouldn't say mop, but I definitely believe Trey Lance is gonna take this job Sunday.
Okay.
I think that's what we're gonna
And
learn.
that's what I'm saying. The 49ers don't need to win. It's just Trey Lance has to look good.
I think that's pretty mainly what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for San Francisco to beat Arizona. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but it's just like Arizona.
If Trey Lance can go in there and look decent enough, even if Jimmy G's healthy, why?
And Kyle Shanahan is going to finally be like, I get to unload my offense.
Exactly.
See what I can do with this kid. And I think that's bad already on Jimmy G because you just gave this man a total opportunity to do what he wanted to do all along. But I think more so Arizona's at home. Kyler Murray's going to be feeling really good. You just came off of beating the Rams, which everybody was like, oh, my God, the Rams just beat Tampa. And you just pretty much beat the living hell out of the Rams in L.A.
That's at L.A.
In L.A.
You got to add that part, at L.A.
So, I mean, look, I think Arizona's got way more weapons than San Francisco right now because we don't know what Trey Lance can really do with those type of guys. But Kyler Murray's going to do what he got to do, and he's going to continue to be the MVP that I expect him to be. So, Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, it's just one of those things. And like I said, it's not that Trey Lance has to win the game. If he looks good against that defense, then Kyle Shanahan can say, like you said, now I can add my whole playbook. So, we'll see.
It trade Jimmy G into the Colts.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you can get hurt again? Okay. So, Sunday Night Football, it's a good one. It's the Buffalo Bills versus the Chiefs. Look, say what you want about the Bills. Say what you want. Okay, say what you want. They look terrible week 1. Okay, lost to the Steelers.
I really can't even say they look terrible. I mean, they just kind of.
It's just the offense didn't click.
Yeah, second half.
And I'm still gonna say that the offense still doesn't look as dominant.
They don't. Not yet.
They look okay. They look good.
They look good.
Not like Kansas City's offense though. But here's the thing: the Buffalo Bills finally have something that they needed for a long time, and they got it. A pass rush. Now they're not getting the sacks, but Gregory Rousseau out of Miami, dude's coming good. The defense for Buffalo, pretty good. They have 2 shutouts in the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand how hard that is to do?
Very hard.
Even against an incompetent NFL offense, they could still find a way to score. They have 2 shutouts in the 2 out of the 3 weeks. Kansas City has given up close to 300 yards of rushing in all of their games. Give me the Buffalo Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know when was the last time I went against the Chiefs. It's probably been a long time. But just give me the Bills over the Chiefs.
Wow. I'm shocked. Because you're finally coming on to my side. By the time I'm waiting for you to finally say this with me, Kansas City just not good. Just said, offensively, they are still legit. They are the my stars. They are offensively, they're my stars. When they're on defense, they're Pee Wee Herman. They can't goddamn stop nobody. It's just Pee Wee Herman. A lot of dancing. Don't know what's going on. It's just like, find a partner. Please, just find a partner. Somebody, find a partner. Stay with them. Like, it's just like, it's bad. I think Buffalo goes into Kansas City like they should have done last year, but they just could. I don't know what the hell happened to the AFC Championship game. They just could not get it going.
Again, they didn't have a pass rush.
And they're going to show us what they are truly made of in this game. What they didn't do in week 1, they're damn sure gonna make up for it in this game against Kansas City. They might blow the doors off Kansas City. I'm gonna be really honest. I like Kansas City. Kansas City's gonna score. That's because that's what they do. But it's not gonna.
And here's the thing: this is Kansas City's shot to show the world that they can't stop the run because it's Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, two running backs that kind of have like they're good, but they're not 3 down backs. They're not future backs. If these two dudes go off,
If we forget like the game they played last year in the regular season, that was pretty damn close. Like, other than maybe like a Buffalo, here and there, they could have won that game. I mean, the playoffs was just a different animal for Buffalo. They just clearly was just not ready for that type of energy.
no, because they were young.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
young still, but I think they're just better equipped now than
Yeah,
Kansas City is.
I think it's a regular season game, and I just cannot. Kansas City's defense is just that bad. It's just like really, really bad. And yeah, you said Zach Moss, and you said Devin Singletary. We forgot one other running back that they have that Kansas City doesn't. His name is Josh Allen, and he can run too. He can run through people, and that's a problem too. So Buffalo,
because he can throw and he can run. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah.
And if anything, he has just as strong
of an
as
arm.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. So again, it's one of those things where I got to go with the Bills on this one at this time because I just cannot trust the Kansas City Chiefs defense. I can't.
Nope.
So Bills over Chiefs. Now we got the last one, Monday Night Football. Indianapolis versus Baltimore. Give me Baltimore. I'm done.
The way you said that was so done.
Done. Like,
what are you done with?
I'm done with the Colts.
No, like the whole team, just throw them away.
It's like, dude, you have everything you need. Great offensive line unity, great defense. You traded everything for Carson Wentz because you thought he was going to be the right guy. Dude broke his 2 ankles in one fucking play. I'm done with this team, man. All this team had to do was beat Miami. Beats Miami to turn your shit around. And you failed that.
They did beat Miami. It just
but beat them soundly. Beat them great. They couldn't even do that. I'm done with this team. This team, Ravens. I'm even going to give a score. Ravens 42, Colts 10. There's my fucking score.
Yeah. Wow. Good God. It'd be funny if like we hear in a couple of days that after the game they traded Marlon Mack to Baltimore. like why would you do that?
And that's the thing, Marlon Mack wants out too.
I'm saying, like, why you just? What if they would have traded him like this week to Baltimore? It's like
the Colts would only the Colts would do that. Like,
listen, no Quentin Nelson, he's back injured. Carson Wentz is one hit away from pretty much being out for the rest of the year.
He's one hit away or ending up in a wheelchair.
Probably, I don't know. I don't wish it. I don't.
Yeah. Well, this dude, like the injuries are just starting to pile up. It's like, dude, Indy. I'm not saying that your season's over because you're only 2 games back, or you're only a game back.
Yeah,
but damn.
Yeah, look, Colts look terrible. I don't think anybody could do. Like they look bad. They look freaking terrible. They're in the AFC South. We don't know. They could just go on a run late in the season and take it. We don't freaking know. Tennessee defense is just as freaking horrible as the Colts offense looked. We don't. But what I do know is they ain't stopping Lamar Jackson on Monday Night Football in Baltimore. That just is not happening. So Smash, I know you're already picking Baltimore, so we're just gonna join you. We're just gonna join you and pick.
You got any more room in that train? Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm jumping in.
And I think Jackson is starting to really give people a little bit more than I thought. Like I think right now, if I had to pick the MVP race, it's really Lamar or Kyler Murray. I like Dak. I think
I'm not ready to give it to Lamar.
I mean,
I think he's killing the narrative now. I think he's killing the narrative that he can't throw because he's showing that he can. even with that weak ass wide receiver room, he's still showing that he has the capability to open up the passing game. I think right now, if I were to vote for MVP, man, it's hard not to say Kyler Murray.
It's really hard. Like
It's like, and
like
it's not because he's 4-0. It's because he's doing it
wait.
with his legs and his arm.
the way he looks. He looks like
And,
Lamar.
and here's the thing. I mean, yeah, I get it. Sam Darnold's leading the league in, rushing touchdowns. Okay, that's great. The passing game is kind of there, but Kyler Murray can do both.
Yeah.
And again, it's just, I think right now, if I were to rank it, I would go Kyler. I have to go Tom. Tom doing his thing. Dak 3.
I'll go Dak 2. And then Lamar 3.
Lamar would be my 4.
Because
And then I would.
Tom third, second. You say it's Tom Brady's second. The reason why I don't put Tom there is because he looked really bad against the Patriots.
Yeah, but I mean, that was just one kind of deal. And he's still doing it. I mean, when you're 40-something and you're second in passing.
Like, he looked bad too. Like, it's not like he just did. Like, we can't like he had 2 straight games where he just did not look good.
Well, because, and I know people are going to kill me, where it's like, well, where's Derek Carr? He's really not doing anything special.
This is what Derek Carr does. I don't really think that's special.
I mean, like, yeah, he's leading the league in like yards, and he's making the big plays, and it's like, yeah, but that's kind of what he does. Like, it's nothing special. It's just,
I really wanted to go completely off the books. I mean, if it's really off books, Joe Burrow. We don't even talk about him. Like, he's really doing something special this year.
He's doing his thing.
I mean, like, we're not even talking.
And then at this point, can you imagine if Justin Herbert keeps doing what he did against the Raiders, and Justin Herbert could be in the conversation too. It's just, again, it's just too early for those two because they're just in their second year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if they keep doing what they're doing, hey, I ain't got no problem with it.
Well, I can't really say that because if Joe Burrow gets Cincinnati to a division championship, it's kind of like, well, we can't not give it.
I can't knock them, man.
Be like,
I can't knock them.
We can't knock those two now. It's like they got division titles.
If Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert help the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chargers win the division, you can't knock them. It's like, okay, dude, once the old heads leave, you got to put those two automatically in elite. They're elite. Like, enough.
Yeah.
Enough. So, okay, those are our picks for this week, guys. I mean, a lot of splits today. I'm actually kind of impressed. I mean, I'm very impressed. Okay, yeah, there was a couple where we didn't really talk about it. And if you're one of those teams that we didn't talk about it, it's just,
we know who you are already.
There's no reason. In the words of Marshawn Lynch, you know why I'm here.
You know why? Come on.
Like, you know why?
Why?
You ain't gotta front with me. You know why. I mean, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. And week 5 is here. I'm excited for it. The trading deadline is almost here as well, so we're going to have to keep our eye on that. Brandon, it's always awesome picking these games with you, my man. I will see you next Wednesday. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully, I can go back-to-back double-digit wins this week. Let's go. Let's do this.
We shall see. Let's
do this.
We shall see.
All right, man. I'll see you next Wednesday, man.
All right, man. See you.
Later on, man.
Later, man.